They say evil leaves traces. Sometimes it whispers through the cracks in the walls. Sometimes it lingers in the cold touch of a doorknob. But in a small, unassuming house in Atchison, Kansas, evil screamed, "Welcome to the Sallie House." It looks harmless enough. White paint peeling gently from the wooden siding, an old porch swing swaying with the breeze. But make no mistake, this house has teeth. And it remembers. The story begins in the late 1800s. A frantic mother arrived at the house, which served as a doctor's residence. In her arms was her 6-year-old daughter, Sallie, burning with fever, clutching her stomach in agony. The doctor, young and eager to help, diagnosed appendicitis. Fearing time was running out, he chose to operate immediately. But in his rush, he didn't wait for the anesthesia to take full effect. Sallie died on the table, her final moments filled with terror and betrayal. The mother claimed she saw her daughter's eyes locked in pain and disbelief before they dulled forever. After that, the house changed. Time passed. Owners came and went. Some stayed days, others only hours. But it wasn't until 1993 that the house's darkness truly stepped into the light. Deborah and Tony Pickman were a young couple, excited to start a family. When they moved in, the house welcomed them with open arms, or so they thought. The nursery was set up. The crib, the pastel wallpaper, the lullaby mobile. Everything was perfect. Then the whispers began. Late at night, Deborah would hear soft footsteps in the hallway. Toys would move. Lights flickered without cause. But it was Tony who took the brunt of it. He'd wake with scratches on his chest, deep welts that looked like claw marks. Once, while holding their newborn son, he saw a shadow dart across the nursery wall. Cold, heavy, and watching. At first, they thought it might be Sallie, the little girl ghost. Maybe she was just confused, lost. But then came the growling, the sudden temperature drops, the feeling that something was breathing just behind you. And Tony, once rational and grounded, began to unravel. He claimed to see visions, faces distorted in agony, blood on the walls that vanished before Deborah could look. He would go into trances, scrawling symbols he didn't recognize. His mood darkened, and worst of all, he began to fear their baby was in danger. Paranormal investigators were called, cameras were set up, EVP recorders, thermal sensors, you name it, they tried it. What they found chilled them. Growls, screams, shadows that moved against the laws of light. One investigator claimed she was scratched down her back, 3 deep symmetrical cuts like talons. When asked what she felt in that moment, she whispered, "It wasn't a child. Whatever's in that house wears Sallie's face, but it's something much older, much darker." Eventually, the Pickmans fled. And who could blame them? To this day, the Sallie House stands. Tourists visit. Paranormal teams investigate. And still the stories flow. Of dolls that blink when no one is watching. Of cold hands on warm necks. And of a child's laughter echoing when the house is empty. But it's not just the child they fear anymore. Because the truth is, something else lives there. It mimics. It waits. And once you step inside, you never quite leave. Part of you stays. With her. Or with it. So if you ever find yourself in Atchison, Kansas, and you pass a little white house with a swing that never stops swaying, don't go in. Unless, of course, you want to meet Sallie.